Hi, hello, namaste. Myself, PG. Today, under YouTube in academic class, I am going to discuss the questions on organism and population in ecology with respect to an academy pointing towards Karnataka CET to 2021. We introduce some of the plus courses for the benefit of 2021 Karnataka CET aspirants under which plus course category. So under plus course, what are the benefit? Here it is premium content at affordable price, structured live courses, quizzes at regular intervals, batches for complete preparation, test series for DPPs, single subscription for unlimited access will be there, and everything is under single plus subscription. There are 20 plus top educators are taking the classes, and there 10 plus batches are there, 250 plus courses already installed, and 2000 plus lessons are added, and many more added every day. So use code is KCET Murali, and you can get 10% off if you use my code KCET Murali to get 10% off. Okay, and also we are with the price plan, 1 month plan, it is 1500. So in that 10% off will be there for your convenience. And also these are the price plan for 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12 month, like that. If you are the aspirants of 2022 CET, KCET or NEET aspirants. And for the plus subscription, here the batches. So here rankers batch, champion batch, then Kannada batch and Mestros batch. Myself, I am taking these in these 3 batches. Okay, and that is rankers batch, then Kannada batch and Mestros batch I am taking. And my use code is KCET Murali to get 10% off. So how to enter to the plus class? You have to do one thing, you have to download an Academy Learners app from Play Store, install it, and go to under goal search, go to state CET, under which Karnataka CET, and you can select your required kind of plus batches. Then test series, daily T20 free practice test series is there for Karnataka CET aspirant 2021-22. Here 20 questions in 20 minutes, and leaderboard ranking will be there. Evaluate your performance, attempt multiple times, and practice regularly, and gain confidence for your exam. So available for free. Okay, so you can have this one. So as a result, you can acquire more number of questions, and you can practice these sessions to get gain or confidence in the exam. And this is how to attempt a test series. So by this introduction, I am going to entering towards our organism and population MCQ. So here in this set of MCQ, we are going to discuss the questions with answers and concepts. Okay, in this paper I added about 27 questions. So let us have the beginning of study with respect to the questions. So very good evening to all. Welcome to the Unacademy YouTube class. This is my this month last class. Okay, for the month of March, this is my last YouTube class, and in the next month I will going to continue with the new chapters, new topics. Okay, so the term, the first question now. The term precipitation includes what? What is meant by precipitation? Rain, snow, hails, or D, what is that? All forms of water that fall to the ground. So that will going to precipitate in the surface of on the surface of soil, and also on the surface of plants and animals. That is what precipitation now. Terminology. Yes, the right answer is D for the question number first. So the next question now. Yes, Manoj. Welcome to the class. Namaste. Good evening. Your answer is right, Manoj. Good. And the second question now. What are the key elements that lead to so many variations in the physical and chemical condition of different habitat? What are the key elements that lead to so many variations in the physical and chemical conditions of different habitat? So second question, temperature and water, light and soil, only temperature, temperature, water, light and soil. So physical and chemical condition of habitat is depending upon which element or which external factor, abiotic factor, that is temperature, water, light and soil. So depending upon the availability of temperature, water, light and good fertile soil, the distribution of organism will be there in the habitat. So why the different types of habitat are there, that is desert or rainforest, evergreen forest, grassland, mountain area or ecosystem, pond ecosystem, because here seasonal changes and rotation of earth, of course, around the sun results in the temperature change. Water means here rainfall and availability of light for the plants or animals, and soil condition, soil microbial condition, so soil texture, all those things will going to have their own fact or their own kind of things onto the surface of habitat. So right answer is D for second. Third question, a majority of organisms which are restricted to narrow range of temperature are called as what? They are called stenothermal things. Okay? A majority of organisms which are restricted to narrow range of temperature. Narrow range of temperature. If there is any fluctuation, then they can't survive in that environment. Then it is called stenothermal animal. Okay, it is not eurythermal, it is stenothermal. Eurythermal, they can tolerate broad range of change of temperature. Then it is called, they can tolerate the change of temperature in broader way. So that is what eurythermal. Here it is stenothermal, and this stenothermal animals are restricted to particular habitat where the temperature is well suited with that animal. Otherwise, they are going to die, or they may migrate from that area to the another area where they are going to get a suitable environment. So right answer for the third question, it is A. Okay. And fourth question, a few organisms can tolerate and thrive a wide range of temperature. Such animals are called what? Just now I said it is the eurythermal. They can tolerate a wide range of change of temperature, that is called eurythermal. So answer is B for fourth one. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Then the fifth question. Question number 5. Am I right? Yeah. The salinity in seawater in parts per thousand, that is a parts per thousand ppt, ranges between how much? Of course, we know that the seawater is saline, but what about the percentage of salinity or salt content in the case of that water? It is about 30 to 35% salt will be there. It is not above 50, or if it is not near to 100. So it is near to 100, highly concentrated, Dead Sea, isn't it? Yeah. So here the right answer for this one is a B. Yes, Dhananjaya, Manoj, yes, you are right. Mahima, Namaste, good evening. Yes, question number 5, the right answer is B. Yes, sir. Mahima, Dhananjaya, Manoj, you are right with the answers. Good work, keep it up. And next question number 6, organisms that are restricted to a narrow range of salinity. Now coming to the concept of salt content, then they are restricted to particular range of salt contents. Okay, Dhananjay. Yeah. So organisms that are restricted to a narrow range of salinity, they are called what? Actually, here a little bit delay will be there with respect to the live. Okay, yeah, sometime. So okay, anyhow I will give an answer later. Yeah, Dhananjay, you are right. Yeah, usually I am spending some time with the answering. Yeah. So organisms that are restricted to a narrow range of salinity are called what? So if there is any change with respect to salinity, so they are called what? If there is any change in the salinity, they can't survive. So sixth question, ectohaline, osmoconformous, euryhaline and stenohaline. The right answer is which one? Yes, Dhananjay, Mahima. It is the D, okay? Stenohaline. Like that of stenotherma. Here stenohaline. Then deep in the ocean. What about the meter? Above 500 meter. The environment is perpetually dark and its inhabitants are not aware of the existence of celestial source of energy. They are called what? Deep in deep in the ocean, the environment is perpetually dark and its inhabitants are not aware for the existence of a celestial source of energy called what? ATP, photosynthesis, sun and light. Yes, for this question number 7, the right answer is C, sun. Which means here availability of sunlight is very less to the deeper portion of the ocean. Yes, some of you, yeah, Dhananjay, your answer is not right. Okay, anyhow, don't worry. Let us continue the discussion. Okay. Percolation and water holding capacity of soil is dependent upon. So percolation of water, percolation of the water in the soil. So according to the soil texture, the percolation will going to vary, and water holding capacity is depending upon the texture of the soil. Now what about the things here? Soil composition, grain size, aggregation of soil particle or soil grain, and all of this. So percolation and water holding capacity is depending upon what? Yes, Shreyas, welcome to the class. Namaste. So here the right answer for this question, it is question number 8. For the 7 it is C. For the 8th question it is a D. All of these. And 9th question, the benthic organisms means what? Benthic ecosystem, benthic habitat or benthic area. In the pond we can use this benthic word, okay, deep portion. So 9th one, what about the answer? Live near the sea bottom, found in open water, always live at the depth of 50 to 100 meter. Then what is that? Yeah, live outside of water. Of course it is not D, isn't it? It's not D because live outside of water, it is not right. Then what about the first 3 options? Live near the sea bottom, found in open water, always live at the depth of 50 to 100 meter. So benthic means in the deep ocean. So the right answer is A. Live near the soil bottom. Yes, Shrishika, welcome to the class. So benthic organism means it is the organisms which are observed in the deep portion of the pond or ocean. That is what benthic organism. And benthic ecosystem, benthic area. And benthic, that terminology is related with our aquatic ecosystem. Okay. Next question number 10. The process in which the body's internal environment is kept stable is known as what? What is the terminology for this one? So here I given homeostasis, geometry, adaptation, acclimatization. So 4 options I given, and the definition is for one of the option. So which option is the right one? The process in which the body's internal environment is kept stable is known as what? Yes, the right answer for the 10th one, it is homeostasis. So homeostasis is the maintenance of internal environment of the body in the stable condition. Acclimatization is adjusting to the new environment. The body of an organism is adjusting to the new environment, then it is called acclimatization. Okay, so the right answer for the 10th one, it is A. Okay, got it? Next question number 11. Which of the following is the stage of suspended development? Suspended development: dormancy, hibernation, estivation, diapause. Yes, anyone wants the answer? Okay, I will give the answer now. Which of the following is the stage of suspended development? That is the diapause. That is the suspended that is the suspended development stage observed in the living organism, and this is there with respect to according to the requirement of the organism to thrive over new environmental condition. Then, to avoid summer related problems such as heat and desiccation, fish undergoes what? So in the heavy summer, it's very difficult to live in heavy heat and environmental temperature. So desiccation will be there. And fish, so to overcome that one, fish undergoes what? It is hibernation, diapause, estivation, and noctics. The right answer is C. It is estivation in summer sleep. So it is called summer sleep. Summer sleep. Okay. So what is summer sleep? Here during the heavy sunlight and heat, the fish or the frogs will undergo the phenomena of process is the estivation. So right answer for 12th one, it is C, is the right one. Okay. And 13th one, dash is an attribute of the organism. That is a morphological, physiological or behavioral pattern that enables the organism to survive and reproduce in its habitat. So which is that attribute? Exponential growth, adaptation, acclimatization, and mutualism. Yes, Manohar, your answer is right for the 12th one. And the right answer for the 13th one, let us see. So attribution of the organism in terms of morphological changes, physiological function will going to alter, and behavioral pattern. So morphological, if you take a plant, the leaf is modified into spines in the xerophytic plant. That is a morphological thing. Physiological pattern, if you take any kind of adaptation in the case of camel, for example, xerophytic, where fat oxidation phenomena to acquire the water during the scarcity of water. So that is the physiological. Behavioral pattern, exposure of the body into sunlight when there is a cold environmental condition in the early morning with respect to desert, in the case of desert lizard. Okay, so the right answer for this question is C, adaptations. So different kinds of adaptations are there in the case of plants and animals. Highest level of adaptation will be there in the case of plant. Why? When comparing with animal, adaptation number and adaptation types are more with respect to our plants when comparing with the animal. What is the reason? Yes, Mahima, you are right. Answer C is the right answer. So why the animal shows less adaptation comparing with the plant? Because plants cannot migrate from one place to another place, means plants cannot move. So to overcome the unfavorable condition, the plants will going to show maximum level of adaptation when comparing with the animals, because animals can move from one place to another place in the forest or in the natural ecosystem, because they are having the migration phenomena, because they can move. But plant point of view, it is not possible, so adaptation percentage is very high in the case of plants. Yes, sir. The next question, number 14. Yeah. Seals have a thick layer of fat. Seal or even the whale, blue whale, the largest mammal, blue whale, it is having the blubber below their skin that act as an what? What is the adaptation? Another adaptation observed in the case of fish, or in the case of largest mammal, that is our blue whale, where we can observe the fat layer under the surface of skin. What is the function of that one? So thermostat, capacitor, resistor and insulator. Of course capacitor is the wrong one, then resistor is the wrong one. What about thermostat and insulator? So it is the insulator, it will act as an insulator. So to maintain the body temperature, it is acting like insulator. What is thermostat? It is a regulation of body temperature. Of course our brain portion, hypothalamus, it is with the thermostat function. So in the case of animals, to maintain the body temperature, some kind of mechanism, control mechanism is there in the brain. So brain part is considered as thermostat, and here it is the insulator. Okay, insulator. Then microbes present in hydrothermal vents where the temperature far exceed 100 degrees Celsius is which one? Cyanobacteria, Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, none of these. So the 15th question, it is B, Archaebacteria. Archaebacteria is the right answer for the 15th question. Okay, B is the right one. So Thermus aquaticus, Archaebacteria, the Thermus aquaticus is also an example, and they can tolerate the temperature. So Thermus aquaticus, top polymerase enzyme is isolated from the Thermus aquaticus bacteria, and that top polymerase is which is used as one of the polymerase enzyme under PCR, polymerase chain reaction. So right answer is B for 15th one. 16th one, if the age distribution is plotted for the population, the resulting structure is called what? The age distribution curve, percent individuals of a given age or group, is plotted for the population. The resulting structure is called what? It is age pyramid. Okay, age pyramid. So pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, pyramid of age is there. So age pyramid is also important. Pre-reproductive age group, reproductive age group, post-reproductive age group under organism and population. So population of particular animal with respect to their age group, and we can have the age pyramid distribution pattern. Then the age pyramid with the narrow base indicates what? Narrow base. So narrow base means like this. This is the narrow base. So high number of younger individuals, low number of younger individuals, high number of old individuals and lower number of low individuals. This is the low number of young individuals. So if it is like this, it is pre-reproductive age and number is low. Number is low. Okay, right answer is B for 17th one. Age pyramid in the narrow base. I am talking about base. Got it, creator? Yes. So narrow base. So narrow base Remember, narrow base means if you take the pyramid actually how it looks like this. Base is always broad, but here it is like this. Base is pointed. That indicates pre-reproductive age group is very less. Means number of young individuals it is very less. So 17th question, B is the right answer. 18th one, which of the following parameter is not a part of population growth? Natality, mortality, immigration and metapopulation. It is the metapopulation. Natality is the birth rate, mortality is the death rate, and immigration is the immigrants, number of immigrants. Then dash, the 19th question, dash is the number of individuals of the population who left the habitat and have gone elsewhere during the time period under consideration. That is called what? It is not natality or mortality. What about immigration and immigration? The right answer for the 19th one, it is a D, immigration. Okay, immigrants are the right answer. Immigration is the number of individual of the population who left the left the habitat and have gone elsewhere during the time period under consideration. That is what? Immigration. What is immigration? Immigration is the number of individuals of the population who arrived to that habitat from other places. That is the immigration. So they are the immigrants. These are the immigrants. So right answer is D for the question number 19. And 28th one, which of the following is not an example of commensalism? Not an example of commensalism. Sea anemone and a clownfish, epiphyte orchid on a mango branch, liver fluke and fleece, cattle ergot and grazing cattle. So not an example of commensalism. That is C, liver fluke and fleece. Sea anemone and a clownfish. So here the clownfish will get the benefit from sea anemone, but sea anemone never benefited or nor harmed by the clownfish. Epiphyte orchid on mango branch. Mango branch will provide the shelter to this epiphyte or orchid, but orchid never going to harm or not benefiting towards mango branch. Cattle ergot and grazing cattle. So cattle ergot is going to get the food from that cattle and also the insect from the grasses or the plants. So as a result, the grazing cattle never harmed or nor benefited from the cattle ergot. But cattle ergot, of course, it will going to get the benefit. So right answer for 20th one, it is a C. In growth pattern, 1 minus n by k is what? What is that? It is if you take logistic growth curve and exponential growth curve pattern study, here it comes what? 1 minus n by k is the environmental resistance property. Environmental resistance. Next, interspecific interaction arise from the interaction of what? Interspecific, between, okay, not within. So 22nd, the right answer is population of two different species. The same species, that is called intraspecific. If it is of between two species, then it is called interspecific. Thorns of acacia and cactus are the most common morphological means of what? Why it is there? Reproduction, competition, defense, economical importance. So which is the right answer? It is a self-defense mechanism. The thorns of acacia and cactus will going to prevent the plant from grazing animal because of the presence of thorns. Next to question number 24. Another few questions, 3 questions remaining. Which of the, yes Abhishek, welcome to the class. Yes, for your question number 23, C is the right answer. You are right. And 24th, which of the following secondary compounds are produced by the plant for the purpose of defense against the grazer and browsers? So secondary compound means secondary metabolites. So these secondary metabolites are produced in the plant, and what is the function? It is to prevent the plants from grazing animal, herbivore animal mainly. So 24, what is the answer? That is trypsin, caffeine, quinine, all of these are right. So D is the right option. Yes, Abhishek, you are right. Good luck. And next question number 25. Cornell's elegant field experiment are related to barnacle, in which superior barnacle Balanus dominates the intertidal area and excludes the smaller barnacle Catamalas from that zone. This phenomenon is called what? It is called competitive exclusion principle. The competitive exclusion principle, which says that principle defines that if the same species are going to be there in the habitat and fighting for the same resource, one will going to be eliminated eventually, and or exclusion will be there because of the competition between closely related species. That is Cornell's field experiment given the competitive exclusion principle. So right answer is A. Yes, Abhishek, you are right. And next question number 26, another one question left. Cuscuta is an example of what? Ectoparasite, endoparasite, predation, brood parasitism. So now question number 26. 25 A is the right answer. 26 it is Cuscuta is an ectoparasite. So plant parasite, Cuscuta. It will going to invade the host plant, and it is attached to the body surface of the host plant and going to acquire all the required things. So it is not endoparasite, okay, Abhishek, it is an ectoparasite. Cuscuta is an ectoparasite of many plants. And last question, and in that dash in birds is an interesting example of parasitism, in which the parasitic bird lays its egg in the nest of its host and the host incubate them. So that is called what? Bird parasitism, brood parasitism, breed parasitism, ectoparasite. It is called brood parasite, brood parasitism. So here if you take the example of quail and crow, in the nest of crow, the quail will going to lay the eggs. Egg of quail and crow resembles with each other with respect to morphological, color, etc., etc. So the crow will going to give the incubation along with the its egg to the quail egg also. So along with the incubation of its own egg, it will give the incubation to the quail egg, and egg will hatchless. The small kid of that crow and quail looks alike. Yeah, same looking eggs with the morphological and size, and even in the younger stage of that quail, bird and crow, they are looking alike. But when the days passes, the small changes will going to be there between the crow, small kid and quail kid, and later the crow will going to give the way to this quail, young quail, and the quail will going to fly away from the crow's nest. This is what brood parasitism. Okay, here the loser is the crow and the gainer is the quail in terms of food and shelter, and also caring and the incubation in the initial level of before hatching. Okay, initial days before hatching. So this is about total classes of the today's questions, and the right answers we discussed. Organism and population is one of the important chapter under ecology with respect to KCET. And if you want more, please join to our plus course, and you will get detailed theory, MCQ, doubt clearance and mega quiz from our side. And yes, Abhishek, you are right. About 60% is from the second PUC, 40% from first PUC. Yes, you are right. So if you want more, you can join to the plus course. Use my code KCET Murali and get 10% off. Okay. You have to download the Unacademy Learners app, install it under Google, search Google, go to State CET and which select Karnataka CET, KCET, and you can select any one of the following batches for your benefit. Okay, and by this we also always welcome with your questions, and daily 2020 practice test is also there, so you can get the confidence for the exam. In the first in the beginning itself I said about these things. Okay, just recalling that one, and this is how you have to attempt the test series. Okay, thank you, see you again in the next class. My next class will be in the next month. Okay, yeah, in the month of April the next classes will going to be begin, and if you follow me in Unacademy app you will get all the notification. And in the case of YouTube, my YouTube channel is there, that is Life Science Biology, or if you follow me in YouTube you also get the notification regarding with my future YouTube classes. So thank you one and all, good night.